Freema Agyeman is well known to fans of Doctor Who. She co-starred with David Tennant when she was Martha Jones, the Doctor's companion, a few Doctors ago. Since then, she's been in several other big TV series on both sides of the Atlantic, including Law and Order and Dreamland. And Freema are about to be on stage in the theatre in a revival of Yasmina Reza's hit play, God of Carnage, which is coming to the Lyric Theatre Hammersmith in September. Well, I see you shaking slightly. So you haven't done a huge number of stage productions before, have you? I think you were in something with Stockard Channing a few years ago.
Yeah, 6 years ago. She's such a legend.
Yeah.
She's so cool and really collaborative and warm, and we'd go to the pub afterwards.
Let's come to God of Carnage. Now, this won lots of awards when it was first on. Have you seen it before on stage?
No, I haven't seen it, and Polanski did a film version of it called Carnage. I haven't watched that either.
So you deliberately avoided watching that?
Yeah.
So it's originally written in French, obviously, but it's two couples. One child of one is hit to the child of the other, and they're meeting in a civilized way to discuss it.
Yes, yeah. One has hit the other one and broken two of his teeth, and the parents just, want to talk about that and end up descending into some kind of madness.
Yeah.
But I just thought it was so funny when I read it, and also kind of poking fun at this kind of social pretense and then the moral emptiness, and these people who seem sort of full of very principled and very upstanding, and they just, you turn them side on and they're paper-thin hypocrites. So it's really dark, the where it goes and the subject and the things they talk about and the way they reveal themselves to be. But it's so funny in the way it's done. They're so ridiculous in their self-righteousness. So it kind of made me laugh and also pause and ponder and gasp a bit.
Yeah. And I don't want to give too much of it away, but let me put it this way, you don't have to vomit on stage.
Thank God.
But somebody does.
Someone has to vomit on stage, and the rest of us have to clean it up.
Yeah.
I don't know what's worse.
Yeah. So when you set off to be an actress or actor, was it on stage you wanted to perform, or did you always want to be on screen, television or film?
I didn't. I wanted to be a marine biologist.
Yeah. Well, what went wrong?
I don't know.
Still time.
There is time.
You never got the breaks.
I didn't really think
somebody else got it.
It's who you know.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I didn't give it much thought at all. I didn't go to drama school. I didn't do it the quote-unquote conventional way, whatever that is. I just kind of found my own way.
You went to Anna Scher drama.
I did that was like a 2-week summer school.
Oh, right, okay.
I didn't get go to a full-on drama school.
A lot of child performers. It was a very successful place for training young actors.
It really is, and I probably should have gone more. And 2 weeks doesn't cut it. But
you weren't cutting off to go off and do marine biology.
Darn it!
Yeah,
it's the same reason I think why I don't want to watch any versions, if you like, of God of Carnage. Like being in an environment where everyone is. We are kind of being not told or taught how to do it, but there's just a kind of pulse moving in a direction that maybe you don't feel or think the same way. Sometimes it clouds me a bit, and I'm like, I kind of have to just stand away from it and just do it in my own way.
All right. So you went to Middlesex University, and you also went to Virginia, to a university in Virginia, as part of your process of. I don't know if you're doing marine biology along the way.
But I wasn't.
No.
I went to a convent girls' Catholic school, and I asked them at that time. I was starting to feel like, maybe acting is what I'd quite like to have a go at. And I blamed my drama teacher at the time because I was doing sciences. I was doing all of the sciences, and then she was like, "Well, I want you to do this play at lunchtime," and I said, I'm a bit busy with all these dolphins I need to write about. And she said, just do it. I think it'd be really good for you.
Yeah.
So I did it and then got bitten and said, I think I want to change course and go and be an actor. And I asked the careers advisor, how do I do that? And she was like, no idea. So go to university and get a degree. So I went and got a degree, and it was like 75% written. So I didn't really know much of what I was doing. And so I left and went and worked in Blockbuster Video and in a gym and just tried to work out what I was going to do. And then you learn on the job, and I feel like that's a dirty phrase sometimes to go like, I'm not coming with all the tools. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm here to learn and listen and grow.
Now, I want to ask you about the various sort of projects you've been involved in, but I'm treading carefully because I'm aware that actors are now on strike and indeed writers, John. But
not for the gigs I do.
Yeah. So we're not supposed to mention to give publicity any of the shows you've made by the Hollywood studios. So is that the position we're in?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, it doesn't apply to theatre, and obviously.
No, we've been talking about the theatre. Yeah.
We are.
Well, I don't want to break any rules because I also would like to think I'll get a job at some point in Hollywood. And I'm.
Me and Clive are hoping we'll benefit from it. We can Good for you. I mean, is there a lot of conversations like amongst your peers and your friends and the industry, and you say we've got to do this, and we've all got to stick together?
And the reality is, and I'm in absolute solidarity with my colleagues. Yes, I'm here to promote a theatre show, but that's a different kind of world that we're in at the moment. But I'm standing completely shoulder to shoulder because there is exploitation going on, and there are real concerns around image protection and AI and the future of our industry. And I just think it's gotten to a point. I mean, look how serious it is for it to have gotten to this point. And I just hope a resolution can be reached soon because there are a lot of people that are struggling.
Well, jolly good. Thank you for telling us about God of Carnage, which is at the Lyric Hammersmith in London from the 1st to the 30th of September. I can see you're excited about doing it.
I'm excited and really nervous.
Okay. Perfect. Well, that's a good place to be in. Over to you, Sarah. You're excited and
I'm
nervous, aren't you?
excited and nervous. Well, of course, always in your company, Clive.